No, I didn't. Ah, this camera is so dark. I tell you, it's real dark. And it's crazy because I need a spotlight. Always me. Always me. Anyway, you know what's funny? I'm going through so much right now. My mind is all over the place. But for some reason, God won't let me sit there in that spirit. Like I'm so broken and it's weird because everything is falling down around me. And it's like God said, no, I don't want you in this fort. You have to cancel that. And it's weird because I'm like, and it's weird because I'm really going through it. Like all this bad stuff happened to me, but I'm happy, which is weird. Unemployment, they cut it off. Obviously, they said, well, I'm not getting it back, so you run out of funds. And it's like it's not funny, but I'm like, but I tell you, the man above don't want me upset. The man above don't want me to have a fit. The man above don't want me to have, and it's like I'm really going through it, but it's not funny, And the thing is about it, like I'm the kind of person that I don't handle stress well at all. Anybody know me know I don't handle stress well at all. Like I really be going through it. I be having all kinds of convulsions and stuff, and it's like I'm not going through it. Like it's almost like I surrendered to stuff, but so my unemployment ran out. I hit them up. They was like, I was trying to get extension. They was like, they gave me a number. If for English, press 1. But I was trying to make fun of Spanish people. Press 2. And then it says, for English, press. I said, okay. You said it already. I need to go to the next step. Number 7 or number 3. What am I going to do? So it says again. So 4 times it says, I said, well, they said the government's shut down. So maybe they're not getting paid, but obviously they're not online. And obviously, because there was the thing called extension. So if you don't have any money, they're going to give an extension. But that's not, sometimes it's not funny, but you ever just laugh at stuff? You like, I can't believe this is my life. Like, what's going on? But it's so weird because I should be upset. I should be devastated. I should be going through it. I should just be, but I'm not. I'm smiling. It's not funny because my butt gonna get evicted. And it's funny when you start seeing the street, just like, well, am I gonna be on the street? Anyway, but I've been in situations stuff like that, and I don't handle stress well. Also, kind of relate for the videos and stuff because if I'm not happy, I don't wanna bring content or stuff to make people feel first or understand that maybe they're sad too. Here it is, Debbie the Downer is calling up, and it's funny, but it's not funny. So I've had situationships, and I've applied for jobs. That's a whole nother ball game. And I'm about to give y'all a little bit of my business. So 6'6" in my house, 6'6". Anybody knows me, knows about 6'6". He's actually 6'7". So he's here and I'm here. So we decided we was gonna be together and everything was more positive. And I'm thinking to myself, are we really gonna be together? Or just another of your tricks? It was another one of his tricks. And obviously he goes back into the same band. I'm gonna block you. And he doesn't mind that because he likes being blocked, I guess. And you ever get mad at yourself for believing somebody? You believe in them, like maybe they got it right, you give them time to get it right, but they don't get it right. And I believe this is the thing. So I had a little prayer and I said, God, send me a person. I just want my person. I'm getting older. I don't want to be my deathbed and be like this. See you. So I'm like, so I did my little prayer and talked to God. I was like, but I tried to do the Sierra prayer. I was like, oh Lord, it's me. And I tried to do the Sierra prayer. So I'm doing the Sierra prayer. Now I do the Sierra prayer. I pray, my way. And lo and behold, he knocks at my door. I said, Jesus? He's knocking on my door. I was like, I'm looking through the people. I said, no, I just prayed before I went to sleep. He's knocking my door. So he's knocking my door. I said, well, what you doing here? I said, what you doing here? He said, I come to see you. I said, I told you don't come to my house. And the funny thing is, which is, if you're a helplessly romantic person, you just kind of like get lost in the loop and you kind of get taken advantage of. And also, the thing is, he came over to my house and stuff, and I let him in like a fool. And we ended up falling out and stuff because I was like, you drinking and stuff. I don't want you to get drunk over here. And then he got up the next morning and he left. I haven't heard from him again. He's gone. He's completely gone. But then again, I blocked him. I blocked him. The thing that gets me is, this is my thing. I'm always thinking, if I don't find my person, I'm going to die soon. I'm going to die alone. And obviously I ain't done yet, but so he what's that thing called? He love bombed me. He basically told me everything I need to hear, but reality was all a trick. And I was like, so, and it's funny because when we got a chance to be together, I realized I didn't like him. I really didn't like him at all. I didn't like his personality. And sometimes I was like, him, God, is this who you sent me? I said, I want somebody else. I don't want him. I don't want him. So he comes to my house, and guess what he does? He starts playing gospel music. I was like, wait a minute. Did you send him, God? Because why is he playing gospel music? Because this is not him. So I'm confused. So now I'm really confused. A person that don't only play other things that come out wants to get gospel music. So he was telling me all his gospel songs. And I'm like, is this a clue? Or is this a trick? So he's playing these gospel songs. I'm still in shock because I can't believe he's doing this. After Club Blue Sky, I had to talk with God. This man comes to my house, which I told him to stay away. I blocked him on all 3 of his phones because my house someone play about gospel music. So I'm confused. Now I'm thinking, who sent you? Did the Lord send you or did the devil send you? Because you're playing this out too well. So I'm like, okay. So in the meantime, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. He wanted to get some liquor. In fact, he came and smelled like liquor. Now, I'm struggling with my sobriety and being stressed out all the time. I was struggling. So sometimes I want a little drink. And I stopped drinking. So by the fact that him showing up to my house, I need a drink. And he expressed to me, he was like, we would have been together, but you keep throwing me out. I said, well, you're a bum. You don't want to work. I can't make a man go to work. If you don't want to work, you don't want to work. But you can't live off me for free. I mean, I need help, but obviously you just don't want. And it's like, I feel as though if you meet somebody, I shouldn't have to tell you to help me. If you're not helping me, it's because you don't want to. And I'm like, so he's gone. He got up his stuff. He's like, I would normally just get up and walk out the door and leave. So he was upset because something I said. This is my thing. I try to monitor my opinion, also try to watch what I say to people. Even though it may be truth, I try not to say it. And we've been talking for like 5 years, the same argument over and over again. You don't want to work. So he starts telling me stuff about jobs and stuff. I was like, you know what? I can't do this with him. So he's saying, oh, he's going to help me and stuff like that. Obviously, he's not. And I was like, okay. And the thing that gets me is he went to the store and he hit the picket. I was like, wait a minute. So all this stuff is happening to him. Now, I don't know who sent you, because in my mind, I prayed for a blessing from the God, for a blessing from a man. But I didn't ask for this one. I wanted a new fresh man that wanted to build with me and we could grow. But another hit the lottery, a lottery or pickets and stuff. He hit that, and He was going to share with me some of it, but it wasn't a lottery, but like a big one. I would have asked for some of it, but it was like about allegedly. I don't really know the really amount, but he had to get up and go the next day. So you know that it may have been a big amount than I know. But he's confessed his love of me. He wants to build with me and grow. And I was like, okay, we're gonna watch what happens. I heard what you said, but it probably won't happen. So he had to go the next day and stuff. He kind of treated me like a trick. You know, somebody come in your house and say they want to build with you. All they want to do is have sex with you, and then they're gonna leave. And he left. He left again. And the thing that gets me is I I hate the way men have changed me to something else. Like I was this person that wanted to love and walk around the street throwing flowers and lilies and shit. Not just throw rocks and tantrums. But the thing that gets me is we get along. We get along so good. Or maybe it just suits me. But he's a very friendly person. And it's like, I think it's the thrill of knowing him for, I think 4 years, maybe 5 years by now. We've had the same argument for 5 years. Get a job. I had a job. I done got fired from jobs. But you don't want to work. And he's gained weight. He's gained more weight. He's much more bigger. But I was like, you know what? And I'm still stressed out. And it's not funny. I think I'm going to Belleville, the nut house, because I'm laughing at it. It's funny to me because normally I just have a tantrum and stuff. Like I don't handle stress well. I'm going through them convulsions and fits and stuff. But it's like, it's so funny to me. How do you allow somebody to come back in your life that's going to pick your life over and dog you out, and then you let them come back again? Then they do it again. Then they do it again. You know, so what do a girl do when a man comes to her life and do the same thing he did before? Woo. So, what am I supposed to do? So, I called another man. Ain't nothing like another one man. Just gonna need another one. And, oh, he may see this video. So, I gotta clean it up. I forgot her eyes watching everything I'm saying because he's probably, oh God. I be forgetting they be watching me because they be like, And it's weird because I'm like, I want to talk to you, but I know people are listening and they're watching. There's more than I want to watch and stuff, but there's some nosy bitches in this world. And the thing that gets me is, I was like, so how do I get over one man? I go to another one. And I met him for the first time. He came to my house yesterday. And he was like, I know we're not having sex. I already know how you are. I said, well, as long as you know. To be honest with you, I want that old hole with me. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it. And he came to my house. He went to bring me some food and stuff. He must have read up on me. Said, you agree to me. And the thing is, he was very nice and very polite and stuff. Not normally my type, but obviously, as long as I've been moving forward, a lot of men are not my type. And a lot of men are not trying to be mean, but a lot of men are not very attractive. But they're the most conceited. They're the most conceited person ever. I have never met so many men, God bless their heart, that are ugly as hell, that's conceited as shit. Fine, oh, I look good. I'm about to become a model. So, okay. Well, that's what you need to be, a model. Be a model. But your energy may get you there. But as far as looks, I don't get it. But you know what? As long as you have that energy, you'll get there. And it's funny because I've never seen so many conceited guys that feel like they're the shit. They can treat you like shit, but they feel like they're the shit. And you're just, and it's weird because even 6'6" is not really my type, but he's 6'6". Listen, he's 6'6". I mean, I met a little kings, or I met a little bit around little kings stuff. But the attitude of a man is just the attitude of a man, and it doesn't matter how tall he are, how big he are, how big he is, how tall he is, how white he is, how Puerto Rican he is, how Spanish he is. They're all the same. You have to dig through the pile to find a good one. And the sad part about it, I don't think it is a good one. And then all of a sudden, which was funny to me, which is never funny. So that girl that was in the gym, we need to protect women from spaces. Now the thing is, it's a sad place to be, but ain't nobody fucking y'all. That's the thing that gets me. It's like y'all need attention to get the D. Cause if nobody ain't trying to get with you, trying to sex with you, what's the problem? The thing about it is, if we discriminate against anybody, we don't, because they can't use the bathroom, discriminate and stuff. So there was a girl she is a person that's going to the bathroom according to her gender. Well, I shouldn't say her gender, his gender. So I'm gonna say even though we had on Halloween stuff, he was dressed like a girl, but she was born a real girl, biological girl. So then when the women saw him, they saw him as a man. Now the funny thing that gets me is they asked her what was her gender. She said, I was born a female. They went in an uproar. The thing that gets me is, if you just leave people alone, let them go to the bathroom and piss and shit, leave them the fuck alone. You don't have to monitor their piss. But I tell you what you won't do, you won't monitor their bills. Let me sell you some money. Let me put some money in your pocket. You ain't gonna do that. Oh, now all of a sudden you can't hear nothing. Oh, la la. But you want to prove a point. So here it is, you want to jump into a business to save somebody, but the reality is when you're finding you're wrong, guess what, you're wrong. And it's overwhelming because why are you in the bathroom? Why are you in the bathroom? Why should you monitor people using the bathroom or things like that? If they're committing a crime, they're not understanding. I mean, they're trying to beat you up or trying to hurt you or harm you or rape you. I get it. But these girls are not even trying to do that to y'all. I'm not going to say everybody because the world is a big place and I'm not in every bathroom spot. Even though I'm in the bathroom now. But, and I'm not going to say the girls have never raped because I don't know everything. I just go what I've heard. But I've never saw a girl that's trying to have sex with another girl in the bathroom. Now, I have heard of biological women raping women in the bathroom. We don't talk about that. There are a lot of women that are sexual assaulted by women in the bathroom. There are a lot of women that are sexual assault, like R. Kelly's sister molested him allegedly. So, but these are not a big deal. So when it comes down to biological women, they get a pass for that. But it's not really a pass. Because I had a conversation yesterday. He was like, well, a biological woman. I said, I was talking about a girl that was 12 years old. And I always was standing behind a woman. And the thing that gets me was, you have to understand, there's some women out here, which is babies. They're not really, well, they are women, but they're babies. Now, as I've known, I've seen girls who are 12 and 14 have on heels, lashes, face done, body done. They are a woman's body. So as a man, he's saying that as a woman. Now she may have been presentation of an older woman because that's what she wants you. She don't want you to believe that she's younger. So she has to put all this makeup on and look lashes. She still may have the baby face, but she does have the woman's body. The woman's body would be consist of big boobies, big ass. She still could be young. And as a guy, seeing a girl that looks like her, that's portraying an older woman, he's going to come after her. Not come after her in a bad way, but come after her, try to talk to her and stuff like that. So as he's trying to talk to her and pursue her, it's not set in stone because I wasn't there, first of all. But I have known women to go after guys and pursue him and try to get him to have sex with her. He has sex with her. And if he don't follow the rules as far as being with her, as far as being a boyfriend, she's going to call rape. He raped me. So now he's in a whole situation. The whole world loves to jump on a person as quickly as they can. So now he's in a whole situation that's going to get beat up and punished for that. It's kind of like, I'm not trying to compare something like that, but I don't want to stand that too much because a lot of girls talk about a lot of things, but I just do understand there's two sides to a story. So show us what she looked like. Because people lie about their age all the time. I'm a person like that. I lie about my age. I say I'm older than I am. I be telling people I'm 90, 90, 95. But I get older. I don't try to be young. But it's weird. And there are younger guys that'll say they're older to be with the girls, and they be young. Lala Anthony and Carmelo. He lied about his age. He said he was older because he wanted to be with her. And guess what he did? He was with her. He also married her. So people lie about their age all the time. It's not, it's not set in stone. But now in the world of internet and stuff, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of lying about their age because that's what people do. Some people lie. Everybody's not walking around with the truth serum and, with a lot of tech on them. People lie. It's not, you know, it's just a weird thing to me, which I don't stand in too long. But when you want what you want, you want what you want. Not abusively, like about the rape and shit, but that's different. Now, I've messed with guys that were younger than me, and I get told off for it. I'm a grown ass man. Like, I get tired. I apologize because I'm like, I'm older than you. And they get offended. I get called a bitch all the time because I don't want to have sex with you. Now, there's some guys that are gonna elaborate or embellish the truth as far as the age because they want to be with you. And they know they heard they done went to whole other girls, and they said, "No, you too young for me. You too young." So guess what to do when he meets you? He's gonna look at your profile. He's gonna make himself. He's gonna say he's older than he is because he wants to be with you. He doesn't. He don't. Age doesn't matter. And up nine times out of 10, he'll end up being with you, and you'll never know his real age. That's happened to me before. And people lie. Girls lie, boys lie. That's what they do. They lie. But the thing is, it's a bad thing for that situation. If it's true, it's gonna be very hurtful for him because he's gonna be punished badly. And the fact that he's cute, he may not even come out of there alive. It kind of reminds me of Emmett Till. All Emmett Till did was whistle at her, and allegedly he whistled at her, and the mob went after her at his house, and they killed him. They went into his bedroom while he was asleep and pulled him out, put a tire around his body, and dumped in the water. So what did he do that was so bad they had to be murdered? And guess what? She lied. She said she was afraid because of where her life was at and stuff. But you killed the person. You killed the person over lie. And Mammy wanted her justice. And as a mother losing your child, that's a horrible thing. As a mother losing your child and the degree that went to, that was horrible. And she ended up living. I think she's still living now. She's lived the whole life. The government protected her and stuff. And they kept their head in and stuff. And she had a great life. But she took away this woman's baby. I don't want to stay on that because I don't want to get depressed. The thing that makes me depressed is because I just can't believe some of the stuff I find in this world. I understand the world has got so many different things, so many channels and stuff. But sometimes it just bothers me to my heart because I cannot believe people could be so cruel. But they can't be. And it's unfortunately, but it's crazy. Just like that's the reason why I would want a daughter. If I had a baby and it was a daughter, I would be afraid because I would want my daughter to be like me, that she lay low and dipping it up. I was like, oh my God, my daughter's a whore. So she's on her body and stuff. I don't want that. I'd rather sneak and do it than don't tell me. And I would rather, if a guy that was my son, if he was gay or gay isn't bad. If he was a serial killer, that I don't even want to say. I don't want to say. I don't want to. You want to think your kids are good. You just want to live the life of my child is a good baby, and I don't know if I want to know that. Because it would kill me so bad. How could you do this to this person? Like, how could you do this? Because you came from me. And I understand, like, a lot of times the mothers will support their children and stuff like that. Because it's a bad place to be. Your child is a bad person. And clearly you don't want that. But you have to hear the noise from your child and stuff. And you don't want that. But I guess so I don't have no kids, so I don't have to worry about it. It's so funny. So, you know me, that old whole me. So then, so I talked to another guy. So I sold my sister his bitches, and she blew up the room. She said, "Oh, bitch, you better keep him." I said, "No." You know, the thing is, I love men, which we know, but you have to keep in mind that this man has a past. He's been with people and stuff like that. It's so much in his life that you don't know, or what he want to share with you. He wants to share. One thing I honestly say with the men I meet, they love to tell me this came from prison. I was like, really? Yeah, I just came home. Most girls or guys know when a man says they just came home, that means they just came home from prison or jail. And you're like, okay. Then you act like a parent. What did you do? What did you do? And they'll tell you. And it's like, I've been with guys who killed a few people and told me about it with no problem. And I'm like, how do you just say that with no problem? They do. And sometimes it's self-defense, stuff like that. But I always think when they tell you that, it's because they're trying to warn you. If you get out of hand, I'm going to take care of you. But, you know, I don't know. I'm like a hermit. Is that what they call a hermit that don't go outside to stay in the house? I'm like a hermit. I stay in the house all the time. And so I had an interview for a job. And the way she got off the phone with me, I didn't get it. I wore this straight blonde hair. I wore my job hunting hair. My job hunting hair would be the blonde hair pulled back in a ponytail. If I wore black, I think if those my features strong or something, I don't know. All I know is every time I wore black hair, I never got the job. But every time I wore blonde hair, I got the job. And the thing is, I called my friend and was like, should I wear the braids or should I do my hair with the blonde? Pulling a ponytail. There was my sister said, pulling a ponytail. My friend said, let it loose. I said, okay. So I put it in a ponytail, and then it was running late. And I also ended up in another situation of a Zoom call on something else. And then when I got the call, the interview, I was interviewed about something that was totally different than what I applied for. So let me give you an idea. So they was talking about marketing, sales and marketing, and analysts, and also what was else? Marketing, sales and marketing, and analytics, and they was asking me things I don't do. Well, how long you been doing this? I said YouTube, and it was like, yeah, YouTube. I was like, what is these questions coming from? What do you want from me? But the thing is, I was like, what? Why y'all asking me these questions? I don't know what you're talking about. But you have to fake it. You gotta, oh, sure. But you line your ass up. When I tell you lying, I'm like, I need the job. There's no time to be honest. You gotta wing it. What they call it, gotta wing it. I guess it was like, oh, my man, you have lost your damn mind. I was like, yeah, I've done that before. I'm good at it. I'm like, well, what the hell is this? What is this called? And when I tell you I was listening to it, and I'm like, they said your next question. My next question. I was like, that's enough. And it's so weird how this world is. The world is completely weird. I'm trying to join. Obviously, it's moving on without me. So I interviewed through a computer. And I've never interviewed through this, but I've learned today. So they have this whole thing set up where they could talk to you through the computer. So they don't have to look at you or make face expressions. They can be all kind of shit behind your face. They're like, oh my God, this is a goddamn loser. You in a lot of, what's it say? You in danger, girl, Whoopi Goldberg. And I was like, ah. And I was like, I know they can't see me, but then I guess it's AI and stuff. And I'm like, okay. They asked me more questions. I was thinking about different things or commercials I saw before. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to sell it. What, are you used to selling things? I was like, yeah. I was like, I said, I sell this. I said, what I do is I take a little bit of this and I take a little, I squeeze it out, remind you. They're like, what the hell? So I'm gonna have to give them an example of the stuff I sell. So I'm like, I think this shit. So I'm gonna give them an idea of what I sell. This bottle empty. Oh, oh. Now it comes out. See, only me. So I sell demonstration for sales team. I put a little bit in my hand. And I sell, oh, this feels good on my skin. Wow. Oh, I feel beautiful. I feel beautiful already. Like, everybody's like, this bitch is crazy. I mean, you want me to sell something, you want me to sell a product. So I'm like, okay. The introduction. So this is like this thing that I told you. I got these from, this is the marketing part. Where did I get this from? I got this from the 99-cent store. It cost 99 cents. But obviously they went to the 99-cent store, so it was $1.20. So we take it, I'll give you an example. Look at this. Oh, this is good. I can feel it. So you're selling a product. You're showing them that you can sell things. You give them a demonstration, and then you take a little bit, you put in your hand, and you start your story. Oh, this feels good on my skin. Oh, I can see it clearing up as we speak. Oh, it's setting the fine lines on my face. Oh my God, I look beautiful. You can pick this item up from the 99-cent store. It only costs $1.30, or you probably can't see the price. And I give an example because that's sales and marketing. You showing up how you selling the sell, you show the marketing, and also you're trying to get people to buy because you want them to feel what I feel. So I make myself, well, I feel wonderful when I wear it, and I can see my fine lines, see my face. You have to sell it. That sells the marketing. And then you make sure you give where they can pick it up from, or who's selling the product, or what's the name of the brand that it goes by, and you try to do that. So, but I didn't sign up for this interview. Like, what is this interview about? This is not what I signed up for. So when the interview got close to the end, guess what I found in the interview? It was somebody said, buy my books. I was like, well, what is this? How am I selling books on the interview? I said, you know what? I get it. The struggle is real. So it was a Black author selling the book at the end, if you want to buy my book. So I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be interviewing about. So I didn't understand that. Like, how did I get my interview? I was sent the link. They told me to sell it. What was it? Why should they hire me for this job? And I'm like, oh God. When I tell you I got up, I was like, I just might as well put my clothes on, because you know what? Ain't no way. But I thought my way of thinking, because I mean, if you're trying to market something, in my opinion, if you're trying to market something, you have to understand that's a product. You also have to demonstrate the fact where it's loan, or where it's set at, or where it's located, where people can find it, and what location, what stores is being sold at. That's marketing. So you give them an idea of the place in case you want it, stuff like that. You also try to find the demographic areas where you can sell it from. You also have to look into the calendar to see what demographic buys your product more, because you'll put more product there so you can buy. Remind you, nobody told me this, so I'm making it up. That's what I do. I can sell it, line my ass off, but now I believe y'all can see what I'm saying. Y'all be like, well, where you get that from? And I'm lying because I'm selling a product that I don't even exist. And I'm like, okay. So I went on to the next thing. That was the real interview. I don't know how this happened, but they gave me this. I had to take a test, 5 different tests, stuff like that, and strategies and strategy. And they said every time I finished the test, it was like, oh, this is a good, this is a bad situation. I was like, why you keep asking me the same questions over and over? But you know what? I said I can market anything. I can wing it. It's like an actor or actress. You just wing the story. You sell a story. You sell a brand. I can sell this shirt. Oh, this shirt is wonderful. You can see how it stretches. Look how it fits over my butt. Oh, it makes me feel great. It makes me feel beautiful. And when you put this shirt on, oh, it's so comfortable. You selling it. That's all you're doing. You selling it. You can line your ass up, but you're selling it. And then somebody, oh, I want to get one of the shirts. This shirt costs what? This shirt only costs $500. And it also has sprinkles on it. Look. You like the sprinkles? Look. You selling it. And be like, well, those sprinkles are falling. Those sprinkles are falling off. I said, sure. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. It gives you an idea of the value that it works. And look, there's a secret spot in there for your boobies. Who knew? And you line your ass up because you selling the product. Nobody gets a fuck whether you like it or not. You have to sell it. And so I did that. They said they'll be in contact with me. But who is you to get in contact with me? Because I don't know. So my real interview showed up. And then it was a Chinese lady. She says, have you worked in talking, have you ever talked in front of a camera? I was like, yeah. I talked in front of the camera before. I was like, did you see my resume? They said, like, no. But the thing was, I was like, okay, well, okay. When I tell you my interview took 3 minutes, it was like, goodbye. It was like one question, another question, they go on. So I don't think I got that job, obviously, because I never had an interview that quick. When I say 3 minutes, it's over. I was like, well, you know what? I could go back to driving because I like driving. That means I could get back in the car, cover my face up so I don't have to be seen, and I can move forward. But if you're anything like me, you pray before you do anything. It's like, well, God, what is you gonna send me? What's gonna happen to me now? And the thing is, like, sometimes God answers you, and sometimes the devil answers you. Just gotta figure out which one is the answer. And I'm like, so my interview was over in 3 minutes. The other interview was over a longer time. And I was like, I'm confused. So I don't know what interview was right or what interview was wrong. All I know was the interview. And also, I didn't know there were patterns where somebody could talk to you. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. That was the totally, okay, now I get it. See, that's when I talk to you, I get the chance to realize what I'm talking about. So the one interview I was talking to, this sales, marketing, strategies, and if I work with a team, stuff like that. To me, that job seemed more like a business job. That means I would have to wear ties. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do no damn ties. I want to wear bum stuff. I want to wear stuff for bums. I don't want to get all pretty up. I don't want to do that. I was like, oh my God. Because that's all I was thinking about. I was like, I don't want to do this. I didn't say it to them, but, because I'll wing it till I for some money. I won't do it. Beggars can't be choosing. I'm begging. And the thing is, I was like, well, it was an interview, and I never saw the person. I was on this whole screen. And the thing was, it would let me, it says interviewer speaking. So when I say something else, it cuts off, and then when I stop back, it cuts. When I tell you modern technology has gone through the roof, they don't even want to see you in person. And I'm like, oh. But I was like, okay. So I know I'm telling you all my business. So I applied for a job as a driver, which you know. So I don't have a CDL. So I'm a non-CDL driver. I'm not a class A. I'm not all that stuff. So I'm just a driver. Now they do have car drivers you can drive like a box truck. You don't need a CDL license. You don't need certain things for certain things. But so I should tell you this. So this job I applied for was another job that I mean the Lord be answering my prayers, but I don't want to press God, but some stuff I'm like, yo, this not what I applied for. And the thing is, we're gonna make you to a student. I said a student, okay. So we went down the whole thing, got my license, how many years I've been driving. And then we want you to be the student on a bus. I was like, the bus? Is that where all the people go on and beat up on people? The bus. A student on the bus, a student bus driver. I said, oh God. I'm gonna look at me saying I'm gonna be, I ain't even did no interview. So what they was referencing me to was a student bus driver. That means I love children, but I don't want to be riding with no kids. Little kids are bad. I love children, but I love them more so when they get to go home. I love them more so when I'm there around them. Because I love children, but there's some really bad kids out there. And they have bad mothers and fathers and stuff. And a little kid will hit you in the head with no problem. And then some little kid get up and punch you in the face. It's not a problem. And I don't want that interaction as far as children. Now there's some good children out there as well, but I don't want to get beat up. And also have to be responsible. I don't want to be a bus driver though. And I think that's, they've gotten so desperate for people to be teachers and bus drivers because the children are beating the shit out of it. It's not funny, but the children are beating the kids. The children are beating the teachers up, the drivers up. They're really going to work in them. So a lot of people don't want to be teachers and stuff. So you could be a teacher, you have a degree and stuff like that. You could be a school teacher for, I think it was $100 a day. I saw the ad. I said, ain't no way in hell. No. Because children, I've raised children before. And I know they could be very bad. Some could be really mean. And you can't hit them. So if they hit you in the face or punch you in the face or kick you in your back or kick you in your stomach, you have to call the parents. Excuse me, ma'am. Your son just punched me in the face. I saw this. It's not funny. It's not funny. I saw this girl, a two-spirit woman, and she was working in a school. And she was very much misgendered. The children was our people. She was our people too. But when I tell you this girl was at the school and she videotaped her, she was crying. Tears. They misgendered her and she was crying. I felt bad for her, but then again, I was like, well, what did you expect? What did you expect them to be good men? They'll be good kids. You in the ghetto. You going inside of a school with bad kids, and I'm thinking you're gonna be the good person. No. You could be a nice person, but you're dealing with children, so you have to remember one thing: their brains haven't developed, and a lot of stuff they're going to do to you, they're not going to remember when they get older. They may apologize to you, but they're not really going to remember it. I'll tell you something about me. When I was in school, they used to, a classroom? They used to throw stuff all over the classroom and everything get thrown and stuff. And my teacher called my mother up and she said, she told them about me and she wanted my mother to discipline me because she said I was bad and stuff like that. And all the time she was talking to me. She thought she was talking to my mother. So we disguise our voices because we don't want our mother to get us because we about to get an ass whooping, you about to get punched in the face and everything. And she was like, "Is this really you?" I was like, "Yes, it's me." And but I didn't even do what she said, but she lied on me. But it was fine. You never talk to her. Because the thing is, when your mother give you two phones, that means she gave you a personal phone so you can save her phone, and she got the real phone. She had my phone number. She never had the real phone number. So, I mean, most of us, well, I'm going to say most of us, if you're a person that's an adult now, you was once a kid. So it's not unbelievable to believe that you was maybe a good kid or a bad kid. And sometimes you may have been a disciplined person or a very bad person, but when you get older, you don't remember none of this stuff. All this stuff you're not gonna remember it. And the sad part about it, you could be a very bad person, but then when you get older, you like when you see the person, you do a lot of apologizing. They understand your apology, but shit, they went through hell to deal with you as a student. And a lot of times children don't remember this stuff. They don't remember none of it. They don't. If you bring it up like, I remember that. So I'm sorry, but you did this, you did that. And the thing is, it's real. But some children are bad, some children are good, and stuff like that. Anyway, so that being said, I gotta get another camera. My camera is dark as hell. My camera look like I've been outside under the sun and getting a tan. I have a tan. My skin is dark. My skin is dark as hell. I need another camera because this camera is dark. So I have to find it out. I have to take this camera, this light. But it's crazy though. But I've changed. As I've got older, I stopped using makeup. I just use Vaseline, not Vaseline. Serum on my skin and stuff like that. You know why? Because have you ever? I'm not a makeup wearer, so I don't say I don't do a good job. I may put some pencil on my eyebrows and lipstick and stuff, but I'm definitely not a good person as far as wearing foundation. The reason why I don't like foundation is because to me, it looks like it's like somebody shot a cannon in your face. Your face is, and I just wear this. Now I got this from the 99-cent store. Where else? I do believe in keeping our 99-cent stores actively useful. And, it's so funny. But, I don't know. I overthink. That's my problem. I'm always thinking. My mind is always going. But anyway. So, I just wanted to share that little bug with you. How I'm smiling, I'm happy, and I should be like this song. One less bell to answer, and I don't know why. I don't know why I am not depressed. Oh, I don't know why I'm not depressed because my whole, my whole, my whole world is falling down right in front of my face. So you ever go through so much in life that you just resist because now you're like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens, and you're not even going to fight it no more. And the reason why I feel like that way, because a lot of times we're in charge of our energy, we're in charge of what we think, we're in charge of our growth, we're in charge of the people around us. We are so much in charge of things we didn't even realize it. We're in charge of people that's in our life that should be in our life. We're in charge of the reason why a lot of negativity is in life. We are in charge of all these things that somebody along the way we forgot we're in charge of. Excuse me. So always keep that in mind. The reason why somebody's there hurting you is because you brought them there to hurt you. Because the only way they can exist is because you brought them there. And don't let you find the information and act like you don't see it or act like you don't hear it. Because it's there. It's told already. But so I applied. I didn't apply for it, but I saw this job, Barbizon. A Barbizon model. So they're looking for people who want to be a Barbizon. So you have to walk and walk and walk. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit either. I'm a lazy bitch. So Barbizon models in New York City who's going to teach you how to model and stuff and teach the techniques of walking and stuff like that. And so if you ever want to be a model, you also can try to you can look online. They're looking for models and stuff. So if you want to be a model or transform your life as career and stuff and base stuff like that, there are somebody that's looking for somebody that's a model or want to be a model or want to structure people for being a model, teach them how to walk and I guess different avenues, different things, but I really didn't get too much of them because I'm not a model. I don't pretend to be. And I think it was a good thing because when I thought about it, I saw the ads and stuff as far as being a model. Now, there's some girls out there would be great models. There's some girls out there that have much more patience with people to teach them different things as far as help them along the way. Maybe somebody's dream, stuff like that. But it's not me though. So if you want to go look at it on Indeed, you can always look at a Barbizon modeling agency and stuff. They're looking for models. So you like, well, I'm going to be a model, Raven. But they want you to be the instructor as far as, I'm not sure of everything because I'm sure there's a lot of avenues that you probably have to go down. And also, I'll tell you this, as long as you become positive and also convincing a person, a self-esteem builder, you'll get the job. Just to be like, oh my God, you have to watch your tone. You have to monitor what you say because everything you're saying to a person, they're monitoring. So everything you say to them, it can hurt them mentally and stuff like that. So don't be one of those people that teach a person how to model and you're saying things that may affect them mentally that they feel like you said everything that they take it personal. So if you are to be that person, make sure you monitor your words, make sure you're careful with your words, because at this point you're instructing their growth. You can make them or break them. So I don't believe in saying things mean to people. If you can't find a way to encourage them to push them forward, don't do it. So I saw Mama Shine because a lot of times people really listen to you. You really be hurting their feelings. Just imagine you get somebody that can't walk. You're like, oh my God, you're horrible. You're the worst. You can't say stuff like that. You can't encourage somebody if you give them a type of experience. Because sometimes they may go home and start crying. They can't believe it. And then they believe you. You should now. Okay, I'll give you an example. So I went to a model agency, and I didn't. Everybody kept saying you look like a model. You could be a model. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find out. Maybe God is trying to tell me something. So I went to this model agency. So I went inside, and I met this girl. She was an African, and had my hair like this. And she called me to the office. Guess what she said to me? She said, "You look just like a monkey." I was like, me myself, I was like, "A monkey?" She said, "Yeah, you look a monkey in a giraffe." Now I'm looking at him like I didn't know y'all. I'm young. Of course, this is a long time. I'm young, so I'm confused. I'm like, she said, "Well," she says, "Look at your." She said, "Look at your ears. They stick out like a monkey." I was like, "Listen, that's where you got to stop and go." So I was like, "Well, look at your face." And we went at it. And she was like, "Get out of here, get out." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to get out." And I didn't get the modeling agency. They didn't want me, obviously. But it's the funny thing about it. When Tyra Banks was doing this show, people didn't like that. But that really was happening. She was telling the truth. She was telling, now the other girls made up, she was telling the truth. Because I've experienced it myself. When you walk into these doors, they will rip you apart. and you walk into this whole energy, inspiring and stuff, and then you come to the door, they're like, so I went to so I saw this girl when I was in the mall, was in a meeting with the conference room with these meetings with the girl. So I saw this girl, she looks like Tyra Banks. She looks exactly like Tyra Banks. And she was sitting there waiting. Guess what the lady said? You don't look like a model to me. So how are you supposed to be influence these young people to make them feel they could be models and stuff? And you're tearing them down. And that's what they do. They the strong, only the strong can survive. But it's so messed up. Like you don't but I'm a empath, so I feel like I'm not I couldn't say stuff like that because it would bother me. That's probably why I would never get the job. Because my thing is, I need to encourage you to build you up to try to get you where you gotta go to. I want you to be happy. I want things to come your way. I'm going to help you. Helping you is not by helping you put you down. If things you can't do, I would say, well, let's work on this. Come over here. Let's go to, I'm going to pull you to the side because I'm not going to embarrass you. And we're going to do a little test run. If there's a bunch of people, I'm going to do this test one with all of us. So nobody's really going to catch on what I'm doing because I'm analyzing everybody else and also make it easy for you to go sees because I want you to get these accounts for these companies and stuff. But I want to inspire you. I want to make you feel powerful. I want you to make you feel strong. I want you to make you feel like you're the best. That's how you encourage somebody. You have to influence them in their mind to make them feel like they're the best. But a lot of times in these model ages, they shoot people down. They did it to me. I said, look, a monkey. I look like a giraffe. I was like, well, damn, how many animals can one person look like? What do they want from me? But I was like, you know what? Let me just take my black broke ass oodles eating ass home. I'm gone. I'm good. You don't got to see me no more. And I just left. But and it affected me though, because my friends was like, you should be a model. You should be a model. And they pumped me up, and I went there. She was like, but you know what it is, what it is. Anyway, life is a learning lesson. So if you decide to go to Bombazon, looking for if you go on Bombazon, because actually they're still advertising for instructor for being in Mount Barbazon. They're advertising they need a person that could instruct these people to model, to train people, or to do people. Now I don't know everything because obviously I'm just reading a little bit off of it. So if you feel like you're a model, and feel like you could push through, or you feel like you'll be an instructor or help somebody along, be an instructor. Also be mindful. This could be the next Pyro Banks. This could be the next Naomi Campbell. This could have a next person. So encourage them and push them to go forward. Don't tear them down, in my opinion. I think it's easy to help somebody than to tear them down, but it is what it is. Anyway, so if you apply for the ad, apply for it. But if you're a person that wants to be a model, apply for that position too, because maybe you could just work within a company or work within like an intern and stuff. But it is what it is. Anyway, I didn't get nobody come online on me today. But it is what it is. So with that being said, anything you want to do, you can do it. Keep in mind, there's always ways about it. There's always research. There's always do your homework. There's always a way that somebody's going to try to help you along the way. There's always somebody that's going to try to push you through. There's always somebody in this world that will help you. You may not know everything or anything. There's always somebody that will help you. You just have to monitor to make sure that's the right person. Because a lot of times people don't want to help you. They want to make sure you be destroyed. So make sure you monitor that. And also believe one thing in life. Everything is yours. You just have to go out and get it. Now, I'm not going to say it's easy. Because if you've been on this channel, my butt been kicked a lot. So reality is that you are the person in charge of your downfall. And if you feel like somebody's not helping you, then that clearly you're not supposed to be with them. You're not supposed to be around them and stuff. And sometimes it's a hurting experience to find that there's somebody you believe in that's not helping you and doing things for your downfall. But as a person of a brain, you know to leave. If somebody tell you that when you light an oven and put your hand in the fire, if you put your hand over the fire, it's gonna burn you. So you know not to touch the fire. Anyway, that's my hour to do, my little hour. I don't know where I get this from. I'm doing an hour. But I just want to give you encouragement and stuff. And also, please keep in mind, you are in charge of your happiness. You're in charge of everything around you. You may not feel like that way, but also the power of the mind. The power of the mind is very important. Also, the power of the mind can bring positive things to you and also negative. So you realize that if you're thinking negative thoughts, that means that's where your mind is at. So you just say, I am Victor Light, I am Victor Light. Only see good things come my way. I am Victor Light. Only goodness things are finding me. Money finds me everywhere I go. You say a blessing that's going to pull more positive things to you because that's what you want. Prosperity, monetary value, and people that you never met trying to help you along the way. They're trying to show different things as far as helping you in your life, make your life more easier and help you. And that's what you want. Listen, we're not perfect people, but there are some perfect people out here that will help you along the way. So don't just make sure you pick the right ones. Because there's a lot of deceit and dream destroyers and people that like to put your light out. Now you're not shining on, now you're unhappy. Compliments from the friend or the family members or. Anyway, I just want to share that with you. A little information, maybe a lot of information. But I'll give you more feedback if they don't call me. If they do call me, it's funny because I don't know. But if they do call me, you'll know. If they don't call me, you'll know. But it's okay. I'm still smiling, even though I'm in I'm in the sea of forgetfulness. But anyway, protect your spirit. It's on a Friday. Make sure you protect if you're having people in your house, make sure you protect your house. Make sure you put things up around the house because you don't want people coming to steal them. Because sometimes people do their shopping once they get in your apartment. Now they're about to rob you. Now you look for your cell phone. You call it. They done robbed you if you don't know. Being kind could also be a bad thing because people that you just felt like they had the same energy as you. Because sometimes come in your house to just destroy things you have built and things that are going your way. You also have to be careful of spiritual transfer energy. That means energy that's dark. Because dark energy can follow a person into your house that does not belong to you. So even though you could be a good person, you have to watch their energy. And if you really listen to the words that come out their mouth, they're gonna tell you who they are. They're gonna reveal who they are. And sometimes you're not gonna like it. But you kind of can say one thing. Anyway, have a blessed day. Make sure you be careful on the weekend if you're drinking. Make sure you stay home. If you have somebody to help you as far as driving and stuff, if you decide to go out, make sure you not drink and drive. Make sure you hit the Uber or the Lyft and stuff, because we need you here. We need you here around so you could be the 3 people watching me and the 5 people that said hi on my channel. Anyway, um, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Have a blessed day.